Hi, I'm Nathan Sanchez, and this is Diffusion by Defined.ai, your espresso shot of AI news that actually matters. Big week, let's get into it. OpenAI has filed confidentially for an IPO targeting a public listing as soon as Q4 this year. The company is working with Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley to prepare the prospectus, and private investors are currently valuing it at more than $850 billion, which would make it one of the most valuable companies to ever go public. OpenAI has raised more than $180 billion from investors to date. The move signals a new phase for the company. Going public brings access to broader, more liquid pool of capital and a level of transparency that comes with operating at this scale in a market that's only getting more competitive. Meanwhile, Google used its I.O. conference this week to launch Gemini 3.5 Flash, and the pitch is clear. This is a model built for agents, not conversations. Announced on May 19th, Gemini 3.5 Flash outperforms its predecessor on coding and agentic benchmarks at 4 times the speed. It can run autonomously for hours, handling multi-step tasks like coding pipelines and extended research projects, pausing only when it hits a decision point that requires human input. In internal tests, it built an operating system from scratch with a minimal intervention. The model is already live across the Gemini app, AI mode in search, and the Gemini API. Google is making a clear bet. The next wave of AI value isn't in better chatbots, it's in agents that can actually do the work. From AI agents to AI audio, Amazon has launched Alexa Podcasts, a feature that lets Alexa Plus users generate fully AI-produced audio episodes on any topic on demand. The workflow is conversational. You tell Alexa what you want to hear. It outlines what it plans to cover. You adjust, then it generates a recording with AI-synthesized host voices. Content is grounded in partnerships with outlets including the Associated Press, Reuters, The Washington Post, Forbes, and publications from Condé Nast, Hearst, and Vox Media, plus more than 200 local newspapers across the United States. The feature is available now in the United States, free with Amazon Prime or part of the $19.99 a month Alexa Plus subscription. Custom news briefings and content generated from users' own documents are already in the pipeline. When a platform with Alexa's reach moves into AI-generated audio, the demand for diverse, high-quality voice data scales with it. From consumer audio to enterprise health, Vi, an enterprise AI platform for health, life sciences, and wellness, has closed an $145 million transaction at a $1.64 billion valuation. The deal is a mix of primary and secondary capital, and it was announced on May 19th, alongside the launch of a new suite of vertically specialized AI agents designed to sit at the execution layer of healthcare enterprises. The numbers behind Vi give a sense of the scale it's already operating at. 100-plus enterprise customers, more than 50 drugs brought to market, 190 million people supported, and over $2 billion in measurable value generated across its partner network. Investors include General Atlantic, Revelstoke, and 1902 Capital, managed by the Pritzker Organization. Healthcare is one of the industries where the gap between AI potential and real deployment has been the widest, and the capital flowing in suggests that gap is closing. And closing out this week, Unitree Robotics has filed for an IPO on Shanghai's Star Market, looking to raise $620 million at a target valuation of $6 to $7 billion. The numbers in the filing are hard to ignore. The company shipped roughly 5,500 humanoid robots in 2025, more than any other manufacturer in the world. And revenue grew by 335% year-on-year from $58 million in 2024 to around $252 million in 2025. Gross margins are sitting at nearly 60%, and the company turned profitable in 2024. Of the $620 million it's looking to raise, $300 million is earmarked specifically for AI model training, what Unitree calls its embodied large model. Training robots to move, reason, and operate in the physical world requires exactly the kind of multimodal data, namely video, motion, and sensor streams, that Defined.ai specializes in delivering. And if you want to see what that actually looks like, our latest episode of Dataset Spotlight covers just that. Click to watch. It's right here on screen. We'll be back next week with another Diffusion. See you then.